So seriously, folks, this makes it worse. Yeah, you cleaned up their poop off the ground, but put it in a plastic bag and threw the plastic bag and the poop on the ground. That's worse than if you just left the poop. In this humble viewer's opinion, yuck, get out of there.
Walking high where the wild winds play, me and my dog chasing the day. Paws on the dirt and boots on the stone, out in the world where we both feel home. Oh, my hiking dog, you're my trailside guide, with your wagging tail and your endless stride, through the forest green to the mountains face. You make the wild feel like the safest place. You sniff the air while I map the trail. Together we're strong, no way we'll fail. The world out here feels big and free, but it's just you and me under this canopy. Oh, my hiking dog, you're my trailside guide, with your wagging tail and your endless stride, through the forest green to the mountains face. You make the wild feel like the safest place. When the stars come out and the fire burns low, you curl up tight in the moonlight glow. Every bark echoes like a song in the night. You remind me why this feels so right. Oh, my hiking dog, you're my trailside guide, with your wagging tail and your endless stride, through the forest green to the mountains face. You make the wild feel like the safest place.
Hello. Welcome to week 1 of being on the hardcore carnivore diet. That's me anyway. Cabby's still doing a little kibble. And we are at Dolliver State Park. This is a state park in Iowa, just south of Fort Dodge, Iowa. Doing a little hike. So I wanted to get back with everybody to see what I've done with the carnivore diet so far. And again, just as a reminder, this is just beef, butter, and eggs. And I'll tell you my starting weight, which was, hold on, Cab, we got to be dramatic, 250 pounds, 0.6. So 250.6 pounds. Fat guy. That's why I always heavy breathe when we're doing this. Yeah, that's a fat guy. Definitely need to do some work, right? I did start the hardcore carnivore on New Year's Day and have not deviated from it. I have found having some crazy carb cravings. I also, oh buddy, look at that view. That's pretty neat. So here's one of the benefits of winter camping or winter hiking in Iowa. If this was summer, you wouldn't see those bluffs like that. But here you do. You can see the creek winding through the bottom. It's pretty. Anyway, I've had some crazy carbohydrate cravings. I also, with this month-long challenge, gave up drinking Diet Pop, and for me it was mainly Diet Mountain Dew, Diet Pepsi, but went completely cold turkey on that as well, and I'm definitely feeling cravings for that. It's like one of the interesting notes when you give up a bad habit, what triggers you to want that. And just for me today, it was getting in the car, Cabby jumping in, knowing we're going to come for a hike, where usually I'd stop at the local gas station and get a bottle of Diet Dew for the road. And today we didn't do that, and so I had to make sure that I had water because I'm going to get thirsty. Always have extra drink water with me. So just one of those things that's just like really stuck out to me this morning of, man, doesn't a Diet Dew sound good as we're driving? But no, that's not it. So yeah, here at Dolliver State Park, proclaiming that I was 250.6 pounds. And I mean was. So during the video, we'll talk about what weight I've lost since then, up to today. It's only been 3 days. Hey, Cabby. Want to do more? Oh yeah, he says. Oh yeah. What does a person on the carnivore diet eat? Well, I guess it depends on which carnivore diet participant you're talking to. Myself, I'm calling hardcore carnivore beef, butter, and eggs. I do salt the meat and the eggs. But so what have I eaten so far in the first 3 days, which is really only 2 days of eating, but I've eaten chuck steak. Fried it up in a cast iron pan, as well as last night I had eggs with my chuck steak. I was pretty hungry when I got home last night. I am still just eating one meal a day, an OMAD, as they say. But still, it's just the same thing. Fry the eggs up in butter, salt them a little bit. Same thing with a steak, though I don't use butter for that. Fry them all up in the same pan. I had 6 eggs, and I think it was 13 ounces of chuck steak last night. I know from the past, when I've done carnivore before, though you're not really counting calories, you do have to watch your calories, because the proteins and the fats in your food you're eating, you have actually a lot less volume of food. So normally you think like a 10 ounce steak, that's huge. But in the carnivore world, it is not. An egg is 100 calories. So really I need to consume around 2,000 calories a day to, one, on top of it, reduce weight, but not too drastically where I'm starving myself, right? I don't want to have a starvation diet. But that's what I've eaten so far. Just beef, butter, and eggs. And that's what I plan to do for the next month. Yummy. This scene is just one example of nature's beauty and its power. And that's just amazing. Just amazing. Hold. So Gabby and I did about, I'm going to say 3.5, 3.6. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's how many miles we did. Stay up here so all these folks can see you. 3.52. That's how many miles today was. And I will tell you, I'm kind of tired. I don't know if it's just because I've changed the way I've eaten or what, but definitely feeling a little bit tired, but that's all right. 3.5 miles is still a good hour outside, isn't it? Yeah. So at the beginning of the video, I told you when I weighed in on January 1st, I weighed in at a whopping 250.6 pounds. And this morning, which would be day 3, I weighed in at it, drum roll, 243.6. 7 pounds I lost in 3 days. 3 days, yes. You don't care. But that's pretty good. I know a lot of that's water weight, but it's still 7 pounds off my knees, which I'm very happy about. It's 7 pounds less inflammation, less bloating. I'm happy with losing 7 pounds in 3 days while still eating nutritious, drinking plenty of fluids. It's all just getting rid of the junk in my system, which I got a lot more to do, right? Right. What do you think? Should we go grocery shopping? Get you some chicken wings? Chicken legs, yeah. let's go shopping.